Archangel Michael asks, how are you feeling? Is it that heavy feeling in the room? Have you experienced pressure that you are unable to explain? I was wondering why your sleep is. Are you restless? Why is your chest tightening? Why do some names persist without warning, resurfacing in your imagination when no one is speaking them aloud? Do you sense something is happening behind the scenes? Is there something hidden, dark? Because it is. Listen to me, open this. Now, this is not a random event. Just another message flying through your day. I was sent with urgency. Because someone is praying against you. Destiny. Right now. Even when you read these words, whispers are spreading throughout the atmosphere resembles poison. Jealousy cloaked with compassion. Secret curses are hidden, and agreements have been struck. Under darkness, hoping to delay your breakthrough, intending to reroute the blessings meant to carry your name. Heaven heard them first. Heaven unveiled before their words could take hold. That's why I'm here. You have been wondering why recently, people's looks have felt strange. Why did specific doors close? Why is there confusion? Has crept into places that previously felt you believed you were overreacting. But you weren't, child. You were perceptive. You were listening to me. The enemy has secretly called your name. But now, heaven is calling your name, and this is not the time to delay. Michael has been dispatched. My sword is drawn. Tonight is the turning point. Quiet and justice. Hidden curses and miraculous reversal. Don't walk away, don't reject this moment. Do not pretend you weren't. Warning, if you believe this, type 777. The word is for you. Archangel Michael says, you must comprehend this clearly. There's been a battle on your name. Before you knew it, long before you observed the weird shifts in people's behavior, before the conversations became hushed when I entered the room, before the delay curled itself around you. Opportunities. Your name was mentioned privately, not with benediction, but with the aim to block, bind, confuse. Somebody has been. I am praying against you. Not the prayer of light, not prayers for healing. These are prayers founded on jealousy and envy, manipulation and control. Prayers are shrouded in fake smiles, in religious terminology, but born of bitterness. These prayers sound nice, openly, yet cry curses in the unseen realm. That is why heaven intervened. That is why I am chatting with you right now. The opponent does not want you to. We are aware of this. They want you to believe that just life. They want you to believe you're being overly sensitive and paranoid. I want you to question your discernment and disregard your intuition. But I'm peeling the veil back. I am revealing what was uttered in the dark. You're not crazy. You are not imagining. This battle Behind the closed doors, polite chats, behind social gatherings that feel hollow, agreements were made. Not using ink and paper, but with words spoken in shadowy corners. Your name was brought up. Your success was envied. Your future was feared. Someone couldn't bear to see you rise. They couldn't stomach seeing you. The peace has been sustained. They couldn't withstand. Your joy is growing full. They went there. Spiritual areas they should not have entered. They whispered your name. Prayers that were never supposed to reach heaven's ears. They aligned themselves with spirits not of light, but of deception. Why? Because they dread what is about your life. They fear the breakthrough is closer than you think. No. I saw them. I overheard them. Heaven recorded every word, every false prayer, all deceptive intentions, every quiet wish for your failure. It was not hidden from the gaze of the Almighty. That explains why Michael has been dispatched. That's why the message I searched through the noise to find you. You've been feeling fatigued, right? Not the fatigue of the body, but the weariness of the soul. You have questioned why. When you try, you get confused. To plan ahead. Why does anxiety grasp you? When you say specific people's names. Why do dreams include shadows? Disrupt your peace. Since you've been under observation, spiritual surveillance. Those who pretended to care have been watching, reporting, and aligning with those that loathe you. Light. Behind the guise of friendship, behind smiles and family gatherings, behind courteous gestures, they have I am praying for your collapse. But heaven has drawn a line. Michael stands at the threshold of your existence tonight. His sword is drawn. His wings are spread. His eyes blaze with divine fire. No curse can pass where Michael is. No veiled prayer can succeed where heaven's protection is enforced. I tell you, do this not to instill dread, but to awaken you. Because you have tolerated for too long what you should have rebuked. Too long. You've been mute to maintain peace while peace was already being broken. Secret. That ends tonight. This is not a conflict of flesh and blood. It's about spirits and authority. About heavenly inheritance. You carry something that they don't understand. Your name carries weight, the spirit world that scares those linked with the darkness. They attempt to block. They cannot control you. They attempt to tie you because they cannot break you. But they forget this. You're not standing alone. I, Michael, stand beside you. I have been assigned to you. No, not for a moment. Season for this battle. Your prayers have reached God's throne. Your tears have been counted like gems. Your quiet cries at night have not I was ignored. That's why the message I found you. Because of the plot they formed is shattering tonight. There are names related to this conflict. What is your name? I would not suspect. People you've allowed close. People you have confided in. But heaven knows. And I've been assigned to deconstruct what was said. In private. I wandered through your hallways. Home in spirit. I circled you slept in your bedroom. I've stood there, the threshold of your doors is blocking, stop spirits from entering. You may not have. You didn't just see me, you felt me. The chill at 3:33 a.m. That abrupt alertness in your chest, that heaviness lifting as you pray for me. Tonight, I reinforce. This is the truth. No weapon is formed against you shall prosper. Not one. The tongues rise against you in secret will silenced. Prayers based on jealousy will be reverted. Spirits sent to you will flee in terror. But you must rise now. You must stand in accordance with heaven's decree. You must stop shrinking to satisfy those who never celebrated your light. Your name has been redeemed. Your destiny cannot be stolen. Your future cannot be penned by hands that have not been marked by heaven. And I, Michael, will ensure it. What they get, what they sent at you back. What they plotted in darkness is disclosed by light. What they hoped would delay you are now accelerating your breakthrough. Have no fear. Do not hesitate. Heaven fights for you. I fight for you. God, He stands for you. And this is just the start of their exposure and your rise. Type 44. If you are ready for protection, heaven will cover your name tonight. Archangel Michael says, listen to me now. You are not forgotten. Missed. The reason I stand by you are here today because heaven sent you. I felt a sense of urgency long before this moment. This wasn't something that happened at random. This wasn't an accident. The battle prayers were said against you. You were heard, and the time you sobbed out quietly, terribly, and alone. In the dark, I was assigned. Your cries caused movement in heaven. You may believe no one has heard you. I don't think anyone noticed, but I will tell you with authority. God heard. Heaven. I answered, I moved. Do you understand? How serious is this? Not every battle, not every thread is worthy of my blade, my attention. But what has been said against you? What has been planned, hidden meetings? What has been murmured? Rooms behind closed doors that rewarded. Has Archangel Michael intervened? Because what they tried was not small. They didn't simply chatter. They prayed against, not simply jealousy. Your marriage versus your finances, against your health, legacy. They called ghosts to delay what God declared over you and heaven. He said, "That's enough. Saint Michael, I've been circling your residence for longer than you know. When you felt uneasy on your own home, when your sleep interrupted at unusual hours, when your chest tightens for no reason, when shadows pass at the corner of your vision, that wasn't coincidence. That was me, standing watch, while darkness attempted to creep in. Understand this. I do not come empty-handed. I come with a forged sword. In worlds beyond our comprehension, the blade that separates truth from deceit. Light emerges from darkness, and life springs from death. With my sword drawn, no curse can remain. No chain can hold. There's no demonic the assignment can proceed. I underestimated how powerful your tears were. They miscalculated your weight. Even when challenged, faith persists. But heaven did. Do not underestimate yourself. Heaven called. Your name can be found in sacred halls. Heaven noticed the threat before you did. Heaven dispatched reinforcements. Do you remember the evenings when you woke? Why would you get up for no reason? Do you remember days when you sensed sudden heat around you when no one was around? Do you wonder why? Electronics glitched, lights flickered. Or did things move without explanation? That was spiritual battle. That was me. Clearing paths, breaking agreements, guarding thresholds. I was dispatched because God stated, "Protect what I planted." Your life bears a germ of destiny, valuable to let perish beneath envy, witchcraft, treachery, and bitterness. You contain vows bound to generations before you, and whether you believe it, you have been picked, whether fully or not. You are marked. Heaven watches over you. The prayers were sent against you, returned and signed. The curses were sent. We came to a halt near your house. I stood at the entrance, because I pulled my sword, because I declared aloud, not this one, not today, not ever. Pay close attention. I wasn't dispatched lightly. I was not dispatched casually. I was sent with urgency because you stood on the brink of something precious and dangerous all at once. One false step, one incorrect connection, one bad deal, and the enemy I believed they could trap you there forever. But heaven broke through first. That's why you received this message. That's why your spirit is stirred. Even now. That's why you are reading words intended for your safety, preservation, and your awakening. There are things you should know. You have been fighting the spirits of delay, spirits of confusion, demons sent to pervert your path, to exhaust your energies, to make you question your own sanity. But they spirits shake wherever I walk. I cannot stay where I have been stationed. Their time in your atmosphere. It's over. They understand this. That is why attacks have intensified recently. That is why strange individuals reappeared. That is why old wounds have reopened. Because they sensed heaven's army is approaching nigh. I do not leave my post till triumph is complete. And I tell you right now, triumph is already unfolding. You felt pressured because something sacred is being born. The reason you have been attacked is because the breakthrough is near. The enemy does not fight in the absence of a threat. You, child of God, pose a threat to darkness. Your prayers invoked heaven's attention. Your tears have written your name across angelic scrolls. Your suffering did not go unnoticed. They tried to intercept your blessings with whispers. They attempted to link your future with jealousy. They attempted to transform hearts. They tried to use lies against you, but they failed. And I was dispatched to make sure they failed. Lasts. Listen carefully now. Your enemies, I know I've been sent. They sensed it. Shift. They can see it in your radiance, peace, your sudden favor. Some will. They distance themselves. Some will lash out. Some will pretend that nothing occurred. Examine their patterns. They disclose their own guilt. Don't be afraid of them. Fear nothing. Everyone is safe. So long as you align yourself with heaven, no scheme stand, no curse, no betrayal can destroy. I am Michael. I'm not gossip moves people. I have not been weakened by darkness. Where I stand, light breaks through. Where I speak, the truth is exposed. And I'm standing beside you. Now. Your home is being recovered. Your destiny is being restored. What is your name? Being redeemed. And the hands rose. You will tremble before them. Prosper. Something finishes tonight. The prayers aimed at you are ineffective. The chains coiled around your purpose shatter. The spirit dispatched to monitor you fled in terror because Michael has spoken. Because heaven hath ordained. Because God has said nothing more. If you believe it, and say it out. Type 777 for your protection to be sealed. Archangel Michael says, listen. Pay close attention to what I'm about to reveal. Has been concealed from your eyes for too long. Things are moving behind the moments, things they never wanted you to do see, the things they hoped you would never discover. They have been praying against your fate because they feared what? What would happen if you awoke to the truth? If you fully understood how you are powerful, if you eventually understood that heaven's hand is on you. They did not want you to know. I didn't want you to realize how near you they sought to break through. blind you with lies, bind you with terror. But tonight, I'll distract you with mayhem. Expose it because the truth sets you must properly understand the concept of freedom. Not everyone who stands near you is with you. Not everyone who calls you a buddy bears pure intentions. Some have worn for years, they have worn masks and smiled. They even bow their heads in appreciation. A false prayer, but behind closed doors they speak against your name. Behind your back, they sow seeds of confusion. They wish under the mask of betrayal to see you fail, and worse, they have partnered with spirits that were not sent heaven, spirits of envy, and spirits of delay, feelings of perplexity and sabotage, spirits that cling upon weak hearts. Jealousy breaks them down and drives them to speak words designed to impede your blessings. You've questioned why certain doors closed without explanation. Why relationships turned cold overnight? Why do finances suddenly depleted? Why has peace departed from rooms that once had laughter? It wasn't chance. It was spiritual. It was strategic and focused. However, they do not want you to know that this has been their prayer. Their plans have been intercepted, dismantled. I, Michael, have stood. I have torn up the gates of your life. I've made hidden deals. Broken chains wrap around your progress. I have silenced tongues that risen against you. They thought you, they assumed you didn't notice. Wouldn't discern. They assumed they may smile at you while cursing your name in the dark. But heaven captures everything, and now their masks are slipping. Can you sense the shift? The rapid change in atmosphere. What happens when some people invade your space? Not paranoia, that's discernment. Awakened. That is your spirit, recognizing that their mouth will not confess. They don't want you to know that they have been watching you, not out fear, not admiration. Fear that you will rise. Success. Fear that you will break. That they attempted to trap you in a cycle. Fear God's favor over your life will reveal their hidden objectives. They associated themselves with whispers, gossip, and hidden agreements intended to prevent you from seeing the truth. They have placed spiritual traps, words spoken in your name, curses wrapped up in casual chats, judgments disguised as concern. But I'm come to tell you, every curse sent your each way returns to its sender. The words said against you are being undone. They have secret gatherings collapsing. Their alliances are falling apart. Their plots are crumbling. Their very eyeballs. Why? Because heaven say no more. You've been kept in cycles of waiting long enough. You've endured. You've endured betrayal in quiet for too long. You carried burdens that were never yours. Wait long enough. Tonight, that ends. I reveal this to you. Because knowledge is protection. Awareness is power, and you must understand how to move forward. No more trusting blindly. No more ignoring indications. Explain away your discernment. I prayed you would remain puzzled, but they prayed. Clarity is yours now. You would remain stuck, yet break through. This is your inheritance. They prayed that your benefits would dry up. But abundance is flowing toward you. Now, the reality they never wanted you to know this: you have been marked by heaven. You are protected by angels. They are surrounded by light and cannot penetrate. Their comments are ineffective in this situation. Intentions cannot flourish here. Their alliances are exposed and shattered here. I can see the names and hear the whispers. I know the faces, and I protect you from understand this now. Jealousy did not start with you. Success starts with your light. The presence unsettled souls that were still trapped in darkness. Your peace prompts the unrest in those who choose falsehood over healing. Your blessings revealed there they lack honesty, which is why the reason they muttered was because they were targeting you. Prayers to thwart your destiny. But I remind you that no weapon was formed against you. Neither now nor ever will they flourish. Heaven has spoken. Michael has acted. Your victory is already unfolding. You are not cursed or forgotten. Are not vulnerable to such schemes. You are safe. You are maintained. Are well positioned for growth. Thought would destroy you has only created you are stronger. What they sent to postpone you've only expedited heaven's plan. What they planned to humiliate you has only positioned you for distinction. They prayed against you, but heaven prays for you. Stand for you, God battles for you. Tonight, you walk with clarity. You walk with courage and power of the Most High. Their secrets know their plots no longer have power. Their prayers are ineffective. You are free. You have been liberated from cycles of betrayal, bewilderment, and delay. You are moving into the truth. They attempted to conceal themselves and were classified as Type 444. If you believe in the light of heaven, exposed every covert opponent against you. Life. Archangel Michael says, now hear. I am doing great. You have seen the truth revealed. You have felt the weight of betrayal lifting. You've heard what they tried hide from you. However, now comes the most and crucial aspect. How do you overcome this? How does one reverse what they has someone prayed against you? How do you ensure? Will their plans never succeed again? The first you must grasp this. Victory starts in the spirit preceding it. Is observed in the natural environment. Before doors open, before opponents retreat. Blessings manifest, you must stand in authority. Heaven had already fought for you. I've already warred for you. But your agreement is important. Your voice matters. Your alignment is important. You must quit accepting defeat. Stop rehearsing betrayals. Stop repeating the words they used against you. Stop carry their doubt as if it were yours. Truth. Break agreement with each curse I spoke over you. Break the deal with every untruth spread about you. Break agreement with all fears put in your heart. Say it aloud and mean it. I reject every curse hurled at me. I break any bogus agreements. I cancel. Every word spoken serves to delay my destiny. I will only accord with the plan of heaven. Your words have power. They shape you. Atmosphere. They open doors, or they close them. Speak life starting now. Speak of victory. Speak breakthrough. Speak deliverance. Speak restoration. Do not allow your tongue to echo the enemy's script. Write your own using the authority has been granted to you. How can the damage be reversed? Through vigilance and alignment. Be vigilant. Maintain your boundaries. Not everybody deserves access to your peace. Not everyone deserves entry into your sacred areas. Protect your heart. Guard your house. Maintain your mental health. The enemy sneaked in through whispers because you left doors open for those you thought harmless. You now know better. Close the door to jealousy. Close the door to the double-minded. Close the door of the manipulative. Close the door of the spiritually poisonous. This is not unkind. This is protection. This is preservation. Not everyone can walk with you there. Heaven is leading. Not everyone can. Carry the weight of your blessings. Some we were assigned to delay you. Several were assigned to distract you. Several were simply sent to drain you. Recognize them. Let them go. Move ahead without apology. And how else can you reverse it? Through discernment. Listen to heavenly whispers. Take notice of the signs. Trust the intuition you've doubted before. Too long. When a name arises in your spirit, when a dream disturbs your calm, when your heart is uncomfortable, pay attention. That isn't fear. That is divine warning. Stop brushing it off. Stop justifying red flags. Stop dismissing. Your discernment. It protects you. It's your gift. This is your weapon. Your victory is achieved via clarity. Courage comes from trust in what we now know. You will no longer be second. Make a guess yourself. No longer will you consider what you should rebuke. No longer will you shrink to fit into rooms. God is asking you to depart. And above all, your victory comes from faithfulness. Action. You cannot simply hear this message and do nothing. You must act. Clear your space. Act by remove what God did not plant. Act by every day Speak blessings into your life. Act by surrounding oneself with those people carry light ambitions rather than covert ones. Act, pray with authority, not fear. Here's what you must declare for each morning. No weapon was devised against me shall prosper. I am shielded. I am covered. I was chosen. I walk in light. I walk in truth. I walk in triumph. Every the curse shouted returns to its sender. Every blessing intended for me arrives without delay. My home is safeguarded. The name is maintained. My future is secured. This is how to reverse the prayers given against you. This is how you rise above the shadows they attempted to cast. This is how to regain what is yours. But listen, there's more. Forgiveness is your final act of war. Not forgiveness as weakness is not forgiveness as permission. Forgiveness as liberation, freedom. Do not take their darkness with you. Heart. Don't let their envy continue. Rent free in your spirit. Let them go. Bless them. Continue on without changing anything. Why? Because forgiveness separates their last tie to you. It breaks the spiritual. They hoped the cord would keep you linked. In bitterness. You don't owe them. Conversation. You don't owe them. However, you owe it to yourself to be at peace. You owe yourselves freedom. Here's how you overcome. By walking in the truth, standing in the light and declaring triumph, by locking doors and guarding your peace, by selecting correctly, by forgiveness allows us to let go. This is how you reverse it. You outgrow them. You outlast them. You rise above their reach. Do not revert to past patterns. Do not retread previous conversations. Do not rekindle the bonds that God destroyed your protection. The reversal has already occurred in motion. Heaven decreed it. But you must walk it out daily, fearlessly, unapologetically. I still stand beside you. My sword is drawn motionless. My protection is above yours. The home is still there. No opponent can pass this line. No curse can penetrate this protection. No a prayer against you can be valid. They sent prayers to stop you. Heaven sent me bless you. They planned a delay. God the decreed acceleration. They spoke against you. Heaven speaks for you. And I fight with, for, and beside you. Declare this is now. I reversed every assault against my fate. I walk with freedom. I walk in authority. I wander under the heavens. Protection. I'm untouchable in the spirit, unstoppable in my aim. Type 777. If you believe this reversal has been sealed, control your life, says Archangel Michael. Hear me while I utter this last word over you. The war has ended, and the curse is broken, the turnaround has begun. I prayed against your destiny, but heaven answered first. They muttered lies, nevertheless the truth was yelled louder. They attempted to bury you beneath delay, confusion, and betrayed, but you have risen. You have stepped into the light, they frightened you. Would find. You've walked through, they hoped the flames would consume you. And here you stand, preserved and protected. Unstoppable. Pay close attention. What was attempts to harm you will fail. What was supposed to break, you will now bless. You. They prayed to block. You are returning empty-handed. The words they said in secret have overturned by the courts of heaven. You are not alone. You never were. I stood at your side throughout the evenings. You feared you would perish. I circled your house while ghosts sought entrance. I have placed my sword at your door to protect what is sacred. What is your name? You're safe now. Your path is now obvious. The benediction is already obtained. Let them watch. Heaven lifts you. Let them witness what favor looks like without a weapon. Prospers. Let them witness what occurs when a child of God stands under the angel's protection. Don't look back. Do not fear forward. Your future is unfolding. Divine timing, unaffected by the schemes of jealousy and bitterness. To seal this word, type 7 sonum 7 over your life. Remember this. Michael does not stand without reason. My sword is drawn for you. Your home is covered. Your destiny is irreversible. You're free. You are favored. You are chosen. The war against you has failed.